Mining abroad can be a concern to many executives looking to go to other jurisdictions, but one country is really willing to open its doors to mining. Joining us now is Javier Cordova, the Mining Minister for Ecuador. So good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So I read somewhere that Ecuador is looking to attract some 750 million. Is that correct? And how do you plan to do so?
Yes, well, mainly we are open for business. We believe that Ecuador is going to be the next mining frontier in Latin America. So what we expect to do is, first of all, we are advancing our main projects, meaning Mirador. Mirador is an open pit copper project that is being developed by a Chinese company. They will invest $500 million this year, 2016, and $1.5 billion until 2019 when they will go to production. And our flagship project now it's Fruta del Norte. They're operated by Lund Gold now. We just signed an agreement in January that sets all the conditions for their investment and their project, and we will sign the contract with them at the second semester of this year. So we have those two projects that are advancing. Rio Blanco is a mid-scale project that's also going into construction next month. And we're here at PDAC, of course, to promote our country, to open the mining cadastre. We are starting to grant new concessions again, and we hope to have more investment with that.
Well, I was going to say you're a new face here at PDAC, and it's because Ecuador didn't have a Ministry of Mining before this year. So why the move? Is there that much more of an emphasis?
Yes, definitely. This is our second year in PDAC formally as a country sponsor.
Right.
Last year we came for the first time as a country sponsor with a stand, with an Ecuadorian day, and like you said, we are a one-year-old minister. Our ministry was created in February of 2015, and the reason was that because we wanted to give a strong support to mining. Before that we were working under the same umbrella with oil, so most of the attention was going to oil. That's when President Correa decided to create a mining ministry so we can give all the support that the mining industry needs.
Well, a lot of miners before were concerned about doing business in Ecuador. So what has really changed that it's a safer jurisdiction to operate out of now?
Many things have changed. First of all, we have created the necessary conditions for investment. We understood that our tax burden was too high, so we created and President Correa approved tax incentives in order to have the proper conditions for investment. Also, we're giving all the security that investors need. We can sign now a fiscal stability agreement of 15 years renewable, so that gives not only certainty to investors, but they know that the rules that they're going to play with in the mining industry are not going to be moved. So since we have our country, it's a country with a great geological potential. We have great advantages, access to electricity, access to water, cheap labor. So the conditions are there now that we have taken care of most of the taxing conditions and the legal framework. We believe that now is the perfect time to go into Ecuador.
You mentioned potential. How much potential do you think you're sitting on in Ecuador? Do you know how many ounces of gold are yet to be discovered?
I mean, there's lots to be discovered. Just to set you an example, less than 10% of Ecuador has been explored in detail, so there's lots of opportunity. But with such a small amount of percentage of Ecuador explored,
right,
we now have Fruta del Norte, that is a 9 million ounces of gold project. Rio Blanco, 600,000 ounces of gold project. Loma Larga, about 2 million ounces of gold project. Mirador, it's a 6,000 billion pounds of copper project, and we are developing Yurimawa that's supposed to be higher. So we need to get into exploration to have more information about our country, but we do believe that it's the perfect place to go.
Now, oil still remains the major resource for the country. Do lower oil prices concern you?
Yes, oil is still, we are an oil producing country for 40 years. It's our main source of income for exportations. It will continue to be. We are facing a very difficult time now because of low oil prices, but we will continue to work with oil. But we now think that mining can give, it's going to be another industry that's going to give a very important support for our economy.
All right, Mr. Cordova, thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck in 2016.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching our coverage here from the PDAC, the world's largest mining conference taking place in Toronto.
Come discover the world's greatest geological potential. Our potential is your opportunity.